the darkness coming. Let them come.
You son of a gun. Transformers Rise of the Beasts, you did it. It's a little shocking to be genuinely excited for more Transformers movies after the disappointing at best Age of Extinction and The Last Knight, but the 1-2 combo of Bumblebee and Rise of the Beasts is a course correction. It unites beloved Transformer clans, introduces passable human characters, and spotlights metal-crunching action that's an upgrade from the nondescript animated slop that we've been served in Michael Bay's last few movies. It's certainly not going to win over the Academy for any category other than visual effects, but director Caple Jr. executes Rise of the Beasts as a get-the-job-done summer crowd pleaser. It feels like watching Saturday morning cartoons again, only on a grander and more exciting scale.
Yo, Donkey Kong, stay away from my friend! Mirage! Don't worry, you boys got this.
Picking up the story after 2018's Bumblebee, Rise of the Beasts sticks to the ancient era of 1994. Giving it some comfortable distance from the stink of Transformers movies we try not to talk about anymore.
I am directly below! Enemy scrotum!
Anthony Ramos stars as Brooklyn electronics whiz and ex-soldier Noah Diaz.
Pull over! I'm not driving!
And as he comically grapples with the reality of mechanized aliens driving Earth's highways, the irreplaceable voice of Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime reveals a new artifact of the day that must be recovered before it falls into the hands of the world-eating, planet-sized villain Unicron.
Unicron is coming.
It's exactly as cookie-cutter a plot as you would expect from a movie like this. The animal-themed Maximals certainly make an impactful entrance.
Who are you? Why are you hunting for the key?
Ron Perlman's guttural bellow as lowland gorilla bot Optimus Primal meets the character's barrel-chested imposition, while Michelle Yeoh soothes as the wise and majestic peregrine falcon bot Erizor. There's a clear distinction between Optimus Primal's connection with nature and Earth's inhabitants versus the untrusting and more militant Optimus Prime, and it goes beyond the visual contrasts of maximal robotics layered with fur and leathers against Autobot detailing with vibrant Pimp My Ride style designs. The Maximals are given the opportunity to shine because we aren't bombarded with the headache-inducing Michael Bay action sequences that tanked the later Transformers films. The camera holds steady as Autobots, Maximals, and Unicron's Terracon henchmen engage in their vehicular slaughters, allowing clean and crisp animation to showcase what exciting Transformers fight choreography can look like. Liza Koshy's Autobot Arcee is a guns akimbo Ducati 916 that darts around like a seasoned assassin, while Optimus Primal employs a thunderous ground-and-pound ferocity. An array of fighting techniques from the Terracons keeps violent altercations fresh, and without Michael Bay's constant cutting, we don't end up with action scenes that feel like they've been run through a junkyard blender. The voice cast behind these rubber-burning heroes and villains are suitably fitted, especially Pete Davidson's wisecracking Mirage.
Give me a little tap. Give me a little tap. There you go, now we're friends.
He's the Autobot with the most personality, dropping Wu-Tang references and juvenile jokes like Davidson would in reality on stage. Peter Dinklage is the most unrecognizable as Unicron's right-hand henchman Scourge. Not to say he's not good, but Scourge is such a boilerplate baddie with a robotic, mean, number one vocal range that he feels like a selection in a video game character creator, like a generic video game character creator, rather than a unique character in his own right. But as usual, Rise of the Beast's low points are those that center on human characters. While Diaz and Dominique Fishback provide sustainable enough performances, they feel like cogs in a machine. Also, scenes where Transformers and human actors engage with one another physically don't meet the high standards the animation sets elsewhere.
You brought a human here?
I'm nobody. I ain't even seen nothing. I'm not even seeing anything right now.
There's an inorganic Cyborg and Justice League or RoboCop remake vibe to it that looks somewhat unfortunate. Luckily, these are minor interruptions in the action, which sees fiery explosions, backdrop laser blaster shootouts, and limb-severing Transformer swordplay. Transformers Rise of the Beasts proves that Bumblebee wasn't a fluke, and that the Transformers series is finally accelerating in the right direction. Caple Jr. oversees a solid balance between paint-by-numbers intergalactic doomsday storytelling and entertainment-first Transformers action, even though it never achieves the epic scope it's aiming for, and the human side of the story can't keep up with the robots. Rise of the Beasts returns to Transformers basics on a larger scale than Bumblebee, but never gets too big for its bridges. It really feels like playing with Autobots and Maximals action figures in your backyard on a weekend. lost in a smashy-fun adventure that might not save the galaxy, but it's still a good enough excuse to watch robots turn into cars and fight for a few hours.
Stand down! I won't ask a second time.
For more, check out our reviews of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. And for everything else, stick with IGN.
Autobots, Maximals, roll out!